Hello,
Well,
everyone.
welcome back to the podcast. Sorry, earlier while we were muted, I was literally talking to my dog to stop licking me, and I just gave a little sneak lick. Okay, stop. Can we stop it? No, we're on live right now. Alright, sorry, my bad. Toki! I can't with this dog. Like, every time I look up, he just gives like a sneak. Right now, he just getting a little like sneak lick. So weird. Does anyone dog does that? Or anyone has a dog? Hi, Matt.
Hello, Matt.
I'm very excited for this week's the Reddit. It's gonna be like, am I the devil? Like, I never heard of it. I only knew the am I the asshole.
Yeah, Am I the Devil is like more like the worst of the worst on the internet.
Oh god.
Yeah,
I
some
can't
of
imagine
them
it.
can come in the form of Am I the Devil? Not in Am I the Devil? Am I the asshole? And like people are like, no, you're not just the asshole. You're like
Wait.
an asshole from a whole different dimension.
Yeah, I saw some of the titles and I was just like, whoa. Some of them are very like
Insane.
insane.
It's crazy.
This is gonna be like we'll repeat like trigger warnings like here and there. Of course, we'll some of the topics we might pick it might be triggering. So just like a heads up, like a way heads up. Toki, can we talk about this, Toki, please?
No
He's
lick.
licking my other leg now.
No licking.
Yeah. I can't like I literally can't stop him. Like once he starts, he just like I don't know, he has smooth brain. What I do with this dog, I don't know. He is something. I'm very excited though, like, cause I never explored this genre, but I'm also kind of worried about the topics, like not the topics, the
some
titles.
of them are kind of concerning.
Yeah, for real.
The thing is, most of these, not to point out, but most of these are like posts about men being dumbasses. Like super dumbasses to the point that I'm like, what the fuck are you on? You know?
Jeez, I cannot imagine like already. Like there's some things guys can fuck up, like fumble themselves. But also don't mind me, I'm just doing something in the background, but I hope it's like not too noisy. Toki, please. Alright, you get no time out. Hope he's satisfied because
Toki.
Damn it. I can't get mad at him. That's the thing. Like when dogs are being so cute, you just can't really be mad at them. Like it's so cute.
Toki.
Yeah, like please stop it. Stop this madness. Okay, so I'm at the Google Doc right now. I feel like we can maybe do like a mild one. I think maybe the first one looks interesting. Wait. Yeah. Wait, oh no, no, that's not. No, wait, no, that's not wholesome. Fuck.
No.
Yeah, no. I don't think there's any mild ones, dude.
I'm telling you, this is Am I the Devil? None of these are super mild. These are like...
What the fuck is 14 at?
14.
Nothing to laugh at. It's just like, it's like, what? Like, that's the most bizarre title I ever hear. Alright, let's do that one because that seems already number like a 14. Start. Yeah, number 14.
A huge what the fuck.
Even someone said bruh.
Yeah.
Wait, it's removed?
I mean, if you just scroll down, there's like a auto mod thing that will post the story in case if it gets deleted.
Oh, I see it now. Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah,
Thank
most
goodness
of
they know you read it.
these tend to get deleted
Oh,
because of how bad it is.
I can't imagine. Oh, let's see. I'll read the first one since this one I was just like, yo, that's some
What the fuck,
something.
man?
So this one, Am I the Devil? The title says, I gave a homeless chick. Oh. Yes, I'm over 18. Alright. Alright, it refreshed. I gave a homeless chick $11 and change and a Pepsi to suck me off in my car parked in a Wendy's parking lot on Saturday. I feel kind of bad about it. Anime title, because these days anime titles are so
very
long.
what the fuck title.
Yeah. I don't know, man. This is not hygienic, dude. But anyway, so this person said, so I just had stopped at wait, I can't read shit. So I had just stopped at Wendy's and ate inside. After coming
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's just so I just stopped. Like, what do you mean?
I had just stopped at Wendy's? You mean at Wendy's?
Yeah, no, it literally says and Wendy's. That's why
That
I'm like,
doesn't
what
make
the hell?
sense.
I had a
Grammar.
stroke! Okay, but after coming out, this chick who looked homeless and like, oh my god, I can't! Okay, and I'm gonna ignore it. She was a, how do you say it?
Habitual?
Habitual drug user came up to me and asked for money. There's a lot of homeless people who panhandle in my area, and so others are dumb shit. I don't know why this is such an awkward reading, but they're really such a nuisance, so I just told her to suck my dick and kept walking, but immediately she said, for how much?
Yo.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? I turned back and honestly shocked and said, seriously? She looked at me and said, how much you got? I looked in my wallet and says, I have $11 in change. She paused for a second and says, do you have a car? I show her to my car, and surprisingly enough, she got in with me, leaned over, unzipped my pants, and started blowing me. She was actually really good.
Yo.
Good enough to ignore the fact she was homeless and looked strung up. After a while, she was bobbling her head and said, tell me when you're done, or when you're close. After a few more minutes, I felt it coming, and I told her I was going to come. She swallowed my entire
Okay.
my entire male rooster, and used her hands to rub my taint and squeeze my beach balls while swallowing my cum. It was one of the best organisms of my entire life, if I'm being honest. That's wild.
What
And
the
it felt like my soul was being sucked on my body. Repent your sins. Then after she was done, I handed her the cash. She asked if I had anything to drink. I had a bottle of Pepsi and gave it to her with cash. She said thanks, then left my car and I drove away. I felt kind of bad because I definitely didn't give her very much money to suck my rooster, but she still did it. Yes, before anyone comments, I'm going to get tested to be safe. Oh, thank goodness! I was kind of worried, not gonna lie. Yeah, and no, probably won't do this again. That's wild! I don't know if that's like, am I a devil?
Okay,
like, yeah,
I don't think
bad.
why does this one belong in Am I the Devil though?
No, I guess you feel bad for not giving her enough cash. I can see that. But like, I don't know about the.
But if that's if that's really all what you have in your wallet, like.
At the time, you were just like a chameleon there, you know.
I guess. Yeah.
But I think he's the devil for just being down bad.
Yeah, really down bad.
He did not hesitate. Yeah.
I mean, like, I guess he just really blurted out, you know.
He was like, haha, it's funny until it's real.
Yeah. Like...
You can't bite your words back. He really says, suck my dick. Like, he literally, like, you know, like the weird middle school or high school times where, like, there are kids in class who actually say, like, suck my dick.
Yeah, but it's, like, literally as, like, a fucking joke.
Yeah, but she was like, "Oh, bet."
She took it. Yeah. She's like, bet. And he's like,
Like
bet?
what? I can't. And like, oh, like I don't see if he's a devil. I just sees like he's just very down bad. Am I down bad?
You're down bad.
Yeah.
Really, really down bad.
I feel bad for her though because she's just trying to get by, you know, like just quick cash, even though it's not enough. But I mean, man has like at least some empathy in him. He was like, even though it's not much, I should pay her for giving me good head. Like, you know, she ought to give him more. I mean, him give her more. Yeah, it's kind of sweet. I mean, in the such ways.
That was the weirdest post.
No,
So,
it is weird.
we start off
It is
with such a
weird.
weird post.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this dude. Like he felt something, but I gotta
I don't
see.
think he's a devil entirely, but like
Maybe
this is
guilty.
Just a weird.
It is so Pacific too. A Saturday.
It's almost. I guess. You got the munchies.
The munchies, yeah. He got the munchies and the blowy.
No.
He got it good. What a Saturday.
I wonder
Unforgettable
when.
Saturday.
This is like at night or something. I'm so
Sounds like it's a
mad.
night.
Cause like,
It
why
does
would you
sound
do it
night.
like during broad daylight?
If you're that down bad, you know. I can't imagine how you felt. Oh, like, are we actually doing this? And she's like, yeah. That's just to me, it's still down bad. You're so down bad for her.
But essentially, she would be like, you know, kind of like a prostitute in a sense.
Yeah.
Because he
It's
gave
so
her
hard.
money.
Yeah, it tells me she had lots of experience, but we don't know. I'm glad that he got tested, and I hope he got negative.
Yeah.
I feel like if he should not be in the Am I the Devil? It's just like, yeah, sure, you went into your
This has to
deepest
be-
darkest sin.
This should be on some other.
Like, maybe-
subreddit, like, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe confessions that you should have kept to yourself. Even though you're supposed to share on Reddit, that's the whole point.
There is like a confessions thing.
Oh my god, we should do that like in the future.
Yeah, I'll try to
We
find.
will pretend to be like the priest and stuff. Like pretend to listen to the sins. I still find
like
that
the
so
side by
wild.
side, like
Yeah, like
like with the wall in between.
yeah, the booth, the confession booth.
The confession booth is like, what do you have?
Tell me your secrets and
confess.
God will forgive you. I still can't believe, like, no, I don't think he should not be in the Am I the Devil? He should have been Am I saved from doing this?
Or like in something in confessions or something like that.
Yeah,
Wait, no, this
confession.
is in confessions. r/confessions.
Oh, wait, we're actually in it?
No.
Oh,
No, the original dude posted it in r/confessions.
that's wild. We should do it. Yeah, that's a future idea we can do.
I still don't know how this is.
I don't think he should be in the in that. I think he deserves to, you know, be I think he needs to rant. It's one of those like where your homies is ranting and you're like you don't want to say something to offend them. But I'm glad that he could be tested well. At least I hope. Alright, that one we can finish. That's easy, like that's not really the Am I the Devil? It's like Am I strange? Oh god.
Slightly
let's see.
weirded out.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Reddit has everything. You can find the "Am I strange?"
Oh,
Am
God.
I interesting? Am I weird?
100%
Let's see.
very weird incident.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Let's see. Ooh, what the fuck?
Oh.
There's a lot of weird ways. What the hell?
Mhm.
Alright, okay, which one do you think? What the fuck? What's 24th?
Yeah, that one. I was like,
Dude, let's do that one. That is
hella
freaking
messed
weird.
up.
What the fuck?
This is
Alright,
very backwards.
why am I so... That's so weird. That's creepy. That's creepy.
Yeah.
Wait,
Okay. This one, I'll read for sure.
yeah.
Since I am the oldest and I'm a daughter, and and my brother is the younger one.
Slay.
I hope this is not like the situation where it's an older sister
Oh god.
and a younger brother situation. I really hope
Mhm.
it's not something like that. Okay, so this post originally came from r/regretful parents. Apparently, okay. So the title is, I love my son beyond words. I wish I could send my daughter away.
Okay.
What the fuck? By that title,
No!
is like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that is a what the fuck.
Yeah. Alright. So, here we go. I'm conflicted. I'm on a roller coaster of emotions that is largely dependent on the situation I find myself in. If I'm spending time with my son, I couldn't care less about everything and everyone else. We play, we talk, we explore the outside. We stay in to watch a movie. We share meals and snacks. We negotiate, compromise, move as one. We find flow and lose track of time. It's fucking effortless and just feels so damn good. He is my favorite person. I happily choose to spend time with him no matter what. No matter what it is that we actually end up doing, he just gets it. Sometimes I do wonder if I'm insane and I've completely made him up because he does seem too good to be true.
Okay.
This is very weird to read already.
Yeah.
So far. Alright. If my daughter is involved in the activity, I have one foot out the door before anything even starts. She's just difficult. She argues, won't compromise, wants things her way, is unkind, is selfish, is rude, is never happy, always has to insert herself into conversations, always needs to propose arbitrary changes, ends up having a meltdown, needs to be pulled aside to be spoken to, ends up being asked to sit aside and relax, ends up being sent to her room where she slams the door and screams. She doesn't get it. She's a challenge that I honestly no longer am interested in facing. I've done sticker charts, treasure boxes, promises of all kinds of things. I've tried punishments and heart-to-hearts. Her dad's talked to her, and so have other adults. It feels like she's excruciatingly slow to learn consequences. She just wants to have fun, even if it's at someone else's expense, or if no one else's. I'm tired. It stressed me out, and is likely why my health is not where I want it to be. She stressed every friendship and my marriage. I resent her very much for that.
That's wild.
I wish that there was a return program for kids. Like, I tried
Wow.
it. I gave it all for 3 years. I did everything the experts recommended and got nowhere, so now I'd like to stop trying. I don't want to be her mom anymore. The work is nowhere near worth it. The best I can ever hope for is an uneventful moment. I want to focus on the child I love and not this pointless struggle. Yo, what the fuck? So this is mom?
Yeah, like that doesn't sound very nurturing. The hell?
What the fuck is this mom on?
Not on the right head. First of all, she sounds like she doesn't. Okay, I was kind of worried.
I'm trying to understand.
I don't think she understands her daughter. Yeah.
I don't know. If I'm trying to understand, it sounds like both her kids are still young.
Oh, I picture like her son was a teen because how they interact. Like, also kids too, snacks, huh? I don't think kids will eat snacks, like teens will eat snack with their parents.
Yeah.
Maybe.
In like the beginning, it did sound like it's meant for like a teenage son or something.
Yeah, at the beginning.
Yeah.
It's kind of.
I was just weirded out because I was just like reading it. I was like, it sounds like you're like. It sounds like a fantasy with your son or something.
I thought it was gonna be like romantically involved.
Yeah, it sounded like that.
Yeah, it really did.
Sounds like the perfect guy. I was just like, huh?
Yeah, it's like, whoa, what about your husband, bro? What about him? He's still around, right? I'm imagining he's still in the picture. But it does sound super weird that like she's kind of.
Well, it says that she gave it her all for like 3 years. I'm assuming her daughter's only 3 years old.
Oh, then she's too hard on her. She's just a kid.
I'm like, okay, you gotta adjust how you teach your kid.
Yeah,
like,
right.
It's like it's not always the same way. Like how I was raised, versus my brother. Like we were kind of raised almost the same way, but like my mom had to make adjustments because he was the more like the one to tend to like actually hurt himself more by like climbing on a shit ton of things. Versus me, I didn't really climb much, so like she didn't have to worry about me much. It's like she had to do some adjustments to how she like work with like both of us individually. Like kids are individuals. They can be different. It's not like a one method fits all type of situation.
I think that's what she was trying to get. Like she really wanted to, like she's just frustrated that her son is like quote unquote perfect. Like that's how she views it, you know.
And
like,
you got lucky that your first kid is the more calmer kid, but like the second kid, the younger ones, isn't always gonna be like that.
No, they're usually more hyper, right?
I mean, it depends. It's like a stereotype, honestly, with like second kid syndrome stuff, or like the younger kid syndrome.
Like as someone who doesn't have siblings in real life, it's just like it's kind of hard to understand. But like I think I get it because like, I feel like
It doesn't seem like she's pampered a lot, though.
No, not at all. Based on how she's treating her daughter, you know, it's very unfair on her case because daughter sounds like she's still young. Like it's not her fault that she's acting this way.
Now I'm actually rereading in the mindset of like she's a 3-year-old.
Yeah,
kind of makes sense.
Yeah, like why are you hard on a 3-year-old? Are you trying to trying to get beef?
Like inserts herself into conversations. Kids love to insert themselves into conversations. She probably feels so super petty. Left out. That's the thing.
Yeah, she just wants to like kids likes to engage.
Yeah,
that's how they act. Like that's how they.
She probably sees that you like spend so much time with your own son that she wants to insert herself into like activities.
Oh, that's so sad.
But some activities she probably doesn't want to do because it's something she might not be able to do.
Yeah, or too hard to. And then the mom's gonna be like, ugh, I have to do this and do that. And then, or you get mad and frustrated. But like, as a 3-year-old, kids don't know how to regulate their feelings. And then I don't think mom is helping either because she's not regulating her feeling in a weird, like, healthy way.
Let me see.
That's so
the comments.
Weird.
Let me just look through the comments and see.
Yeah, because like this mom is I don't know, man.
I don't know. Okay, so a comment says from OP's comments from like the original post. He skipped the terrible 2s and the shitty 3s. It's like black and white, night and day. He's started telling me to send her to her room when she flips out so that we can go back to a more peaceful situation. So she lets the fair kid dictate punishments for the other kid.
What the hell?
That's pretty... What?
Then that's just tagging. That's tag team.
So, what?
I would not imagine how having siblings, that's just kind of creates trauma for the kid, to be honest. Like, emotional trauma, like betrayal, cause of confusion. Like, why do my mom and my brother hates me? That kid is gonna grow up with so much like issues because of that. Like, that's horrible environment. I feel so bad for her. Like, where's CPS? Like, it's so bad. That little girl needs to be out of that environment.
Wait. I'm reading more down towards like the comments. Turns out the son is 4, the daughter is 5.
What?
So you're telling me?
Then the daughter sounds like she's just jealous. You know, like, oh, there's a brother, you know. That's weird. What the hell?
Okay, that would make even more sense. 5-year-olds love to insert themselves even more.
Snack time, bro.
Because they love... snack time.
Yeah.
Because they love all the attention. 5-year-olds love attention.
They need attention.
Of course.
Mom is on something. They're just not on the right track. Can you imagine being mad at your own daughter for just being a kid? That's actually wild to me.
I mean, for me, I've mentioned this like last week. Between me and my brother, we're only like 4 years apart, so like by the time he was born I was like almost 4, not yet 4, but like I was like a month away from being 4 years old.
Mm-hmm.
But like I understood that like I needed to be careful around my brother, but that's how my mom like taught me. She like explained to me like, this is going to be your younger brother, you will need to be careful around him and stuff. And I mean like some kids won't be able to listen to that, so it's again with the whole kids are like a case-to-case situation. Not all kids will listen.
Yeah.
Some kids will definitely listen, so it depends on the kid.
I think
But
she's just kind of like surprised.
I feel like she's just more fed up with her daughter. I wonder if her daughter has some mental disability.
Maybe like she can't
and
sit
she
still.
can't even stand her own daughter.
That could be also why, like, because the son could be normal.
Fucked up too.
Very fucked up.
That's so fucked up that you would want to give away a child that has mental disability after raising them for like 5 years. That would be so fucked up.
That's actually twisted too, like just because your son came out perfect and then now you're kind of neglecting your other one. But that just shows like, wow.
If it's not because of a mental disability, this is still fucked up either way. Because like I wouldn't be surprised that when your daughter grows up, she's gonna fucking hate you.
Yeah, she's no longer gonna be like, oh, you're part of my family. Like she's not gonna stay in contact. She's gonna do whatever she can to like
she
get
won't,
away from this.
She won't even listen to you one bit at that point.
Yeah, and spoiling sons just creates ego for them.
That's like, even really more fucked up that the son who's younger is dictating the punishments for his older sister.
That just creates rivalry and like hate.
That's so fucked up.
I don't see why this mom is like, oh yes, I'm gonna make my kids hate each other. It's weird. Like, oh, my perfect son is winning.
I'm trying to read like that's more through the comments to see.
Because every mother should love their kid equally. Like, there shouldn't be favoritism.
Yeah, this is a really fucked up thing. The mom's a huge devil. It's just so weird.
I thought it was weird. I thought the whole title felt like it's like a mother-son thing. Thought it was that's weird. Toki, can we not? We talked about this.
Toki's back.
Toki's back.
Back again.
Guess who's back? Back again.
Oi.
But that's weird though when a mother's like she sounds a bit obsessive. That her son is like this most perfect dude.
Kind of like incest, honestly.
Yeah, but the only thing is that's a child. Like,
you know, a real child.
Like, ma'am, that's your son.
That's your son. Calm the fuck down.
Yeah.
Chill.
You have a daughter.
But also, chill on your daughter. Your daughter is still like a freaking kid.
Yeah, your son is also a kid.
You also have to like actually love your child. She probably gets the vibe that you don't love her anyways. So that's why she's doing all this stuff.
Yeah, she just wants your attention. Like, it's not that hard to love, especially. Toki. Alright, buddy, you're going ham right now. No.
What the heck?
Alright, Toki. understand this. You gotta stop. Hey.
Did I
Sometimes
hear
just
a growl from it?
No, he's just smacking his lips.
Wait, smacking his lips?
Yeah, because he's licking. He's like, he smacks his lips loud. I don't know why. Alright, Toki, can you stop? Thank you. God damn. My dog is so weird.
Oh, an interesting dog.
Very much so. But I feel like the daughter's definitely is not in the right situation. Like she's just
No.
kind of neglect. Okay, Toki, can we stop? Stop.
Why?
The daughter needs she needs to run.
She needs some love.
She definitely needs love, and she's not getting it not the right person. I definitely. Now I'm questioning where's the dad in this? Like, if I was the
she
dad,
has mentioned the dad, like what the fuck, man?
and he's not doing anything. Like,
I
he
don't
doesn't
know,
even
man.
notice his daughter being. That's so weird. That's a weird, bizarre family dynamic.
Super weird. Oh, strange. Oy.
It's so sad though. I'm kind of sad that like she's being treated like that. Like no kid deserves to be like not loved like that.
No. It's very sad.
Yeah, she is the devil for that, I would say, because
For thinking
not
that
normal.
you want to basically send your daughter away.
That's weird. Every kid's a blessing. I don't know why you wanna like send a kid away. That just makes more misery.
Okay, I can only think of one situation where you want to ditch your child. If, I don't know, like, this is a super rare case, but in the case that, like, your child is, like, really fucked up in the mind to the point that they could become, like, a psychopath at such a young age, and you figured it out, then yeah, you probably would want to send the child away. But, like, that's a super rare thing to happen, that you would have a psychotic child. Like
No
a
parent
huge
wants that.
yeah.
That's actually scary to know that your kid's a psychopath.
Oh yeah, I have, because I listen to, Stephanie's Rotten Mango podcast.
Yeah.
Shout out to another podcast. But yeah, since I listened to Rotten Mango, she actually covered a case. This is totally off topic, but she covered a case where there was this 8-year-old serial killer.
What the fuck?
In India.
Oh
yeah.
God.
It's fucking crazy. Yeah.
Wait, what happened in it? Like.
Okay, for some reason, the 8-year-old basically kills infants.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It was so fucking crazy to listen to. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, the first victim was his own baby cousin.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Wait, did they know it was him? At the beginning? Did they suspect it was him? Or suspect?
Well, hell yeah, because like, okay, so the situation was, the mom's sister had given birth, so basically it ended up being his younger cousin, right? So the aunt had to drop off her child at, at his house because she had to run like a little errand, but she needed someone to look after her child, right? So, she asked her own sister to help out. And basically his mother was also pregnant at the time with his younger sibling.
Oh god, are they at least alive or like?
No.
Oh god.
No.
That's horrible.
So what went down was his mom went to take a nap, and like he basically, you know, the mom was like, "Oh, watch your younger cousin," da da da, and somehow he was just like really fed up with his younger cousin.
Is it because they were crying?
I don't remember. Like, it was just like, I don't think the baby was even crying. It was just like some psychopathic thing, you know?
Oh, so it's just because.
It was just because. His motive, he didn't really have much of a motive for any of the murders he did. Yeah, it was crazy. So like what he did was like, he first tried to suffocate his baby cousin, and then tried to strangulate, and he ended up strangling his baby cousin, and then he thought that wasn't gruesome enough. He took the baby cousin's like lifeless body outside to the backyard, find a big rock, and started smashing his head.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Man did not stop there. That's.
The child did not try to stop at all. Not even Jesus a fucking Christ. Man. This is still a fucking 8-year-old child.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like, he knew what he was doing. That's the thing. So he basically brought out a shovel, started digging up like a little ditch, and put his baby cousin.
Wait, how many victims did he got at the end? Like, why did
Only 3.
Huh.
Only 3.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Yeah, but it's considered a serial killer.
Yeah.
But, okay, so, and then like, this is not even actually no, he is 100% the devil at this one.
Yeah, he is.
This is along the lines of, am I the devil? But he's already quite the devil. Anyways, so yeah, this case is actually quite old. It happened in 2008.
What?
Yes, in India. Yeah. But anyways, to go on, so he dug up a ditch, buried his baby cousin, covered up the ditch, and then just, you know, normally on his merrily way, walks back home, you know, and just like, just as if nothing happened, just you know, playing with toys and stuff. And then his mom woke up from her nap and was like, "Hey, where's your baby cousin?" And he did not hesitate. He dragged her. No, he was like, "I killed him." And then she's like, "What?" And he's like, "I killed him." And then she's like, "What? You just quit playing a joke." And then he didn't hesitate to like drag his mom to where he dug the ditch.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And immediately, like, she already got like the really bad gut feeling that something wrong happened, and she was hoping that it was just some sick joke that he hid the baby cousin somewhere alive, you know? But like, as they get closer to where he buried the baby cousin, she sees, you know, loose dirt, and she immediately is like, Oh my god. So she started digging up the ditch and made contact with human skin. And at that point,
that's trauma right there.
Yeah, and at that point, she was like, oh my god. How am I supposed to... It's like, how am I supposed to tell my own sister that her child is gone?
Yeah, and it's like, it's my son who killed her
So,
child.
this is where I think the parents are the most fucked up parents.
Why?
Ever.
Wait, she did not report her son. Don't tell me she, like, just kept it to herself. Or made some shit up.
She told her sister, but begged her sister not to report her son to the police.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But she did.
Instead, like, please don't report him to the police. I'm pretty sure this is gonna go away. We'll punish him very heavily and we'll get his mind back straight, you know?
I doubt, but yeah.
And at this point, the mom had already told the father as well, so...
Oh.
Yeah. And
That's so
surprisingly, the sister was like, alright, I won't tell the police, but at that point, she probably cut off any contact.
Yeah, her mental health, dude. Like,
yeah. I'm just like, what the fuck? And now, moving to a couple months later, his baby sister is born.
Oh god.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just like, oh no, I see where this is going.
Yeah.
So,
he needs
similar
some
situation happened. His mom had put his sister in the baby crib, and she went to take a nap because, of course,
oh my gosh,
childbearing is very, like, tired. Like, you get super tired, okay?
Yeah.
Mama needs a nap, alright?
Yeah.
It's understandable. So, she goes to take a nap. And at this point, the dad's away at work, so if you're wondering why, where's the dad?
Yeah,
So,
I was kinda...
Yeah. So, the kid was playing with himself, and he suddenly hears his baby sister cry. He walks over to the crib, you know, have one look at the sister, and then the idea came to his mind. So he, at that point, the sister was only like 6 months or something, 8 months, not even a year yet. So like, it doesn't take long for the baby to lose air when you...
What?
Yeah. Babies are very fragile.
Yeah.
So, he strangulates his own sister.
What the hell?
Yeah. Yeah, so like, he didn't have to put too much pressure to strangulate her. So, her lifeless body was just left in the crib, and he just went back to playing toys in the living room.
That is so freaking scary.
Yeah, and like, the mom woke up from her nap and, you know, walks over to the crib to check on her newborn, you know, her baby, you know, and she sees that her baby is not breathing, so she fucking panics, and she immediately knew, so she basically walks over to the son and be like, did you do this? Did you kill your own sister?
Yeah.
And then he's just like, yeah, I killed her. I'm just
Like a psychopath.
yeah, he's a fucking psychopath. And the mom
Jeez.
was just in a fucking crying mess. And she had to, like, wait until her husband came back home to, like, tell him the horrific news that their baby girl died.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh my god.
There's no saving at that point. I don't know why
Yeah,
she has so much
and
hope
at
on
that
him.
point, I wished she just reported her own son. But
Yeah,
still,
but she didn't. Oy.
yeah.
Worst
But also,
choice too.
she did kind of scream though, so like her neighbor did come in.
Oh.
Yeah, so like the neighbor saw what the fuck was happening. And
Yeah.
she had to like beg the neighbor to not report her son.
Okay, like how does she convince though? She rolled a natural 20, dude.
Yeah, the thing is, he's like, I don't want his future to be ruined. Da 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 da. He's
He
only 8
has no
years old.
future.
I'm just like, what are you talking about, woman? Your son is not
In the head.
human.
Not in the rights. Yeah,
Not even
no.
human. What the fuck? But for
Yeah.
some reason, they're all like, okay, for the sake of his future, I won't ruin his future, you know?
Oh god.
So yeah, he doesn't get reported again. Now, the third and last incident is with a baby that has no relation to him whatsoever.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah. So, it's a little bit more on the sketchier side. Still, at this point, he was probably like almost 9 years old or something.
Damn, that's like only been like almost a year.
Or like he's 9 at least, or 9 years old. So it's still within a year. So Jesus Christ. The story's kind of a little weird at this point, where it's kind of iffy on how he came across the baby. Kind of iffy.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's this mother that I'm going with like the story that the mom said. Okay. Like the mother of the baby. She dropped off her baby at daycare so that she can run some errands, you know? So she dropped off her baby at daycare, and then she went off with some errands, and then she came back and asked for her baby, and the daycare's like, oh, I don't see the baby. And she tried to look for her baby, and it was like, her baby's missing.
Right.
And like, word spread around the town, and it got word to the neighborhood where, you know, the 8-year-old lives. And everyone on the neighborhood, at that point, everyone in the neighborhood knows that that kid has killed 2 babies.
How did they not report? That's wild.
I know, right? What the fuck, man? So, at that point, word got to the neighborhood that a baby is missing. So the neighborhood 100% knows something was up.
Yeah.
For sure. This has to be the 8-year-old's doing. So one of the neighbors, actually no, not one of the neighbors. I forgot who told the mother who was frantically looking for her child her baby, I think
Mhm.
someone snitched. I wouldn't even call this snitching, like literally just gave a heads up to the mom. They're like,
Oh my god.
hey, I have an inkling suspicion that it could be this kid.
As rightfully should.
Yeah. So there was a huge mob that came up to the house, demanded to see the child,
Right.
the 8-year-old child. So the mom's like, okay, I guess. Brought out her child, and like everyone at this point demands the 8-year-old to take us to where the body is. And he led them to like the end of the street, like end of a street, not his street, but end of a street where there was like a pile of loose rocks.
Yeah.
And just pointed there.
Oh, kid.
So yeah. The baby was also dead at that point.
Yeah, because, like, there's no way no one could save it.
Yeah.
What? Did
Yeah,
the
at
mom
that
try
point,
to...
no, at that point, she couldn't, like, convince, like, an entire town of people.
That your son is normal.
Yeah. So yeah, she had to report her son to the
Did
police.
she go to jail too? Because, like, I feel like she put
No.
way too off.
She didn't. She never got jail time. The son got jail time.
Does he understand? I don't think he understands, but, like...
But unfortunately, because he was only a minor, he could only get so much time.
Oh, God.
Which I'm just like, that's absurd.
He...
Just FYI, he is out right now.
Oh my God, really? Wait, in
yes.
India?
Yes, in India, he has already been released from prison.
That's wild.
Under a new name, under a new identity. And rumors have said that he might have already have a kid of his own.
I don't think that kid's around. I don't think so.
I don't know, man. So if you think about it, he was only like 8 years old or something in 2008. That means he was born in 2000.
God.
Meaning, he's like literally around my age.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yo, that's crazy, man.
That is crazy and scary.
Yeah, that is really scary. So yeah, that is like the story that shoved me, like really gave me like chills listening to it.
Yeah.
I was just like, no way a kid could be like that.
Like a psychotic in tendencies too.
So yeah. So yeah,
That's
that's a
super
really
Yeah.
like good case of like, yeah, you probably would want to get rid of your child at that point.
No, it is. Yeah.
Like,
Psychopathic.
it's really psychopathic of a child there. But
It's
like
scary.
going back to the original post of this,
Yeah.
the mom is a huge devil for wanting to give away her daughter.
For no reason. Like, it's just because she's being a brat in her eyes.
Yeah.
Wait, I'll be real quick.
Okay.
Because Toki is still licking me. Hey, come on.
Toki, stop licking. No licking. Oh yeah.
Okay. Never mind, I feel bad. I can't banish him.
Oh no.
He's back, he's back. I just couldn't do it.
Toki.
But I feel so bad for the girl. Like, she doesn't deserve the hate that she gets. Or her mom.
This is bad mom. Such a terrible mom.
Yeah, just a favorite of one person over the other. That's how you create resentment. Not only that's gonna affect her life, it's just gonna like it's a long-term effect too. Alright.
I like how I
Yeah,
ended up talking about a true crime case.
Nah, it's perfect, dude. Like, it's...
I mean, it kind of like tied in with like, in the case of like you had a psychotic child, you know, like a psychopathic child, you probably would want to actually give away the child. But like for OP's cases, like, yo, this is OP's case is like, yo, you're the devil, man. Why the fuck would you want to give away your daughter?
Yeah.
Your daughter did nothing wrong.
No.
You're just being a horrible mom.
I agree. It's just, it's I hate the favoritism word because, like... No. Oh, hi, Tasumi! Tasumi said Yorobon. Welcome, welcome. But I don't like that when family has to compare like who's better than who.
Oh, my mom compares me to my brother.
Oh, right, remember.
When it comes to like, look at him, he did better than you at SATs, and I'm like I give a fuck, man.
Yeah. Toki, what are you doing, buddy?
Oh, no longer looking, huh?
No, he's on my pile of my clothes.
That's sus.
No, I am looking at him right now.
What are you doing on the clothes?
Yeah, like I'm packing too, so it's like, Toki, what are you doing?
Are you trying to be packed away with the clothes as well?
Yeah, I gotta figure out what I want to wear and what to bring. You know, gotta look cute.
Gotta look cute for the semester.
Exactly. Outfit's gotta match with like whatever I feel like that day. I'm trying not to wear like hoodies and stuff like that. Let's see. I think the next one we can pick is this one caught my interest, number 9. Oh wait. I just clicked on it. I won't say anything yet. This one I can read. Do you see number 9?
Oh, that one? Yeah.
Yeah. So this one is called I, 26 male, enforce a boundary with my 19 female girlfriend. Okay, that's a huge age gap. And she broke up with me. How's it my fault? She's already too mature. Oh, I hate that already. Too mature to put up with my aggressive bullshit. Exclamation mark, question mark. Alright, here's the story, y'all. My 26 male girlfriend, 19 female, have been together for about a year now. She's very spoiled and used to getting what she wants, but I don't give in to her and let her manipulate me. Well, anyway, to make a long story short, she is still in college and she commutes, so she's living with her parents. I live about 3 hours away for work, and I come home for the weekends. Her parents always tell me I'm welcome to stay at their place with her on weekends. That's kind of weird that I come home, but I never want them to feel the advantage of, so this is something I'm not comfortable with. I've made it clear I only stay one night out of the weekends, not both. I'll stay with my own parents the other night. I still want to hang out with her, but just not to stay the night for both. For the night, both nights. Okay. Of course, this means less time with her. Well, she's sick right now. Oh, she's 6 right now. Sick, sorry, not 6, like not 6 years old. I stay the night, Friday night. I don't know why it sounds weird. I stayed on Friday night. She was feeling pretty miserable yesterday and started giving me a hard time about staying Saturday night too. Because she wants cuddles and company, I was ready to leave with my jacket on while she started in on me. I up-yielded my boundary and told her I would not do it. And she got really upset and brought up how her parents are fine with it and wouldn't feel taken advantage of. Well, after she would stop pestering me, I admit the moment of anger. I gave in to her and took my jacket off and slammed it down to the dining table. Not a half second later, she said something like, "Oh no, absolutely not. I changed my mind." And then she asked me to leave because she said I shouldn't get that mad of thought of staying with my sick girlfriend. I told her that it doesn't matter. I already decided to stay, and she said, "I don't care. I changed my mind. I'm asking you to leave." I told her that I wasn't going to leave after she pestered me for 10 minutes until I finally gave in. She was pretty shocked at what she did. Next, but she told me, "I'm bringing it with you right now. I don't need this. I don't need to feel this way." And she's being very blunt, and she kept saying, "Go, go, go. Just get your things and go." Among other things, she wasn't yelling. Just saying things like, "I'm young, I'm beautiful, I don't need some guy to make me feel this way. And this is the first time you made me feel like shit." I was thinking to myself, if she couldn't make up her mind whether or not I should stay or go, she's obviously got some issues. She walked me to the door and locked it after I walked out. She actually said goodbye then when I was walking out. I thought there's no way in hell she's serious. But in this morning I texted her asking if we could talk. I haven't heard back. I don't know what to do. I don't feel like I did anything wrong. I think she's upset that she didn't get what she wanted from me. If that's the case, did I dodge a bullet? Or did I really say fuck you by staying? I haven't talked about this with anyone yet. Thanks in advance. You know, I think he's the devil because it's the way how you react can cause the effect.
I mean, he does have some anger management issues.
Oh yeah, no, this hit a little close to home. The reason why I say he's the devil because it brought up some memories where I completely forgot, but my best friend was telling me about it. She was like, this is so similar. The time that I was upset by my ex's comments on me and my future, he literally got mad at me. So we were in a restaurant, so he wouldn't open the door. He just walked ahead of me. And then when we got into his car, he slammed his car door and he punches his car door inside. And then in the panic, I literally was scared. And then he dropped me home and he punches his door handle again. And then I texted my best friend that day. I was like, my ex punched the door. And then she was like, "Okay, first of all, are you okay? Are you in a safe environment?" So I can see where she's like, yeah, hell no. If I see a grown-ass man pent up anger issues by hitting something, or how he slammed his jacket on the floor, he should have been calm and collective, be like, "I told you many times, but I will stay for you." I feel like the way his reaction is justified for yeah, she's bothering him, but he didn't consider that she was sick. But he's also very mature on his age, and she's just very I think still young, because it makes me think about my
a freshman in college, honestly.
It does, and it reminds me of my real life situation friend. You know, the huge age gap I told you about.
Yeah.
She wanted to go on dates. She wanted to go funsies, oh, let's go on dinner dates. Let's go here and there. Can you drive me here? Can you drive me there? And then the boyfriend, who's 26. He's like, "I just want to stay home. I don't want to do much." And the girl lives in the camp. She lives on campus, and he lives he's a commuter. So he will always tell her "Oh, I don't really want to drive too far to visit you. I don't want to waste my gas money. I don't want to spend too much money." And then she felt underappreciated. She's she's a hopeless romantic. So she's like, if you wanted to, you could. That's her mindset. So she came up to me asking what should I do with my boyfriend, because I feel like I'm gonna break up with him. Because background story is that he went to New Jersey for like 3 weeks, and he was able to, for the first 2 weeks, he was able to not text her. Like, he didn't text her throughout his vacation, and she was just like, okay, like, am I just something you put on the side and then come back to? So she felt like a little bit sad, and also like very concerned with the relationship. She's like, I don't feel like I'm taking serious enough, or how I'm treated right. And then I was like, well, I feel like his mindset's like he feels secure where he doesn't need to text that much. And she is still learning about herself, and she herself is like right now 20, I believe. And the guy's right now is 27, because they've been dating for like a year now. And my advice for her, she did not follow through. I told her honestly, either talk it through and find a solution, or break up, because it's not good to waste your time if he clearly is not like texting you. Like, that to me, like, it's already a sign that he's not gonna really commit it, like, if that makes sense. Because it's kind of strange, because she told me he didn't text out throughout. Like, it's just like here and there, like, oh, I'm fine, how are you, and then left for hours. And she was very frustrated, because she's trying to like talk to him like about his vacation. But I understand, like, when you're in vacation, you're just kind of like tired after hanging out here and there. But she didn't feel like a priority, so I'm like, if you don't feel like a priority, you shouldn't waste your time. But she persisted, and then they talk it out, and then they're still together now, so stronger than ever. So she wakes up to like paragraphs of morning texting, like,
Okay,
good
now
morning,
that's
beautiful.
too much. Ugh.
Yeah, it changed, because she was like, I'm going to break up with you if you're not gonna treat me as a priority. And that like woke him up. And that was like 4 months ago.
I have a different opinion about that, though.
Like, well, how will you say, like, I want to hear it.
Because okay, this is, okay, again, with relationships, it's case to case, but
Yeah.
how I would tell her is that it's better off if she had actually broken up with him. Not because he's an issue, but I think it's more of the age gap issue.
Yeah,
not he's an issue. I think he just wanted some space, some alone time, and like it's okay to not be able to like text each other, you know? It's okay.
Yeah.
Like, I have gone like weeks or even months without needing to talk to my boyfriend, but that's like how we've like gotten used to that. So it makes sense. But like, I think for the 26-year-old, he like is, as you said, he's more stable and stuff, so like he is able to, you know, not need to text and all. But your friend is still like on the younger side, still like,
Yeah.
so like she probably wants, you know, attention and stuff, which that's not bad at all, but it's just the difference in age and mentality that I'm seeing at.
Yeah, that's why she was like, oh, I still love him, I don't want to give him up.
Like, I understand that you really love him, but it's at the same time, like, you also need to understand that, like, the age gap can bleed through into the relationship. Like, if you don't work things out, it might not work out. It seems like it's working out for them, but like, I still think it's a little bit too much for him to compromise on needing to write paragraphs in the morning.
Yeah, that was on her. She was like,
that's a little bit too much. Because if that's for to make up his trip to New Jersey for 3 weeks on not texting, that's a little bit too much there. I think if, like, for real, they really wanted to work on their relationship, they should really, like, have, like, a really, like, heart-to-heart conversation on, like, issues with each other, and actually like be able to like work things out,
Right.
you know?
I hope that works because like what she told me, they talk and then they cried it out. I guess like they really had
I
those
still
kind of
think
like talks.
I still think the paragraphs thing is throwing me off though, because that's just a little bit too much. Like, if that's a part of the compromise, I'm like, and I would break up with her. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's a little bit too much to compromise.
She's definitely
Paragraphs?
very, very like high maintenance, and she knows it. She's very self-aware. Like she told me, I was like, I'm glad that you know it yourself.
She's high
Because
maintenance.
yeah, she's like, I know I'm
can
asking
tell.
too much.
I can tell. Based off from needing to text her a lot and like having to have like a morning text.
Yeah, to me
Based
that
on
was
that. That's
like
a
I
little
don't
too
mind
much.
it. Yeah, I don't
Okay,
mind having morning text,
like,
right? But it's just like a lot.
Like, I would
Oh yeah.
understand if he's just like, hello, beautiful, good morning, you know? That's like, you know, the norm, right? But like, paragraphs?
Yeah, I saw it. I seen screenshots. It was like,
Girlie,
oh, good
I
morning,
understand you're high
beautiful.
maintenance, but you don't need to be that high maintenance.
She wants to be swooned.
Oh no, that's a little too much there.
No, I was like, when I read
Props
it,
to
when she sent
him.
me,
Props to
like,
him.
yeah, I'm like, he's still going for the long run. I mean, I hope the best for him. Like,
Yeah.
apparently, when they were talking about issues, he brought up like, oh, women always leave me. At this point, like, he's like, I'm not surprised if you want to break up with me. And she was like, I don't want to leave you. I want to be with you, but like, I can't like be with you if you're treating me like this.
I feel
And
like,
she,
okay, an advice for them is maybe go to couples therapy to like actually work things out. To
that's
like
true.
actually, cause like, okay, like again with the whole paragraph thingy, I think it could be cut down by a bit. It's like, I think there's more to be worked on, cause like the paragraph thing is not gonna last that long.
No,
Like for sure.
so
Like
far he's consistent.
is like,
I
yeah,
believe.
so far he's consistent, but that won't last that long. So
That's
I
true.
think in the long run, if they really want to continue on with the relationship, they probably should need to see like a couples therapy to work on that stuff. If they can't do that, then they should really like actually talk it out.
Yeah. When she asked me for my advice, she was like, "My mom doesn't want me to break up with him because he's stable." I'm like, that doesn't fucking matter. Like,
That doesn't fucking matter. It's
yeah.
how, like, what both of you guys, like, what points of lives you guys are at, and like what you guys are thinking.
Yeah,
Like,
and like
if they're
you guys see the
aligned or
future.
anything, you know?
Mhm.
And also, like, to make sure, like, if you guys have, like, the same thought process on, like, how you guys should be treated and all that other stuff. Like,
Yeah,
setting
and how you
boundaries
argument.
and shit as well.
I haven't like kind of weird though. Like, I mean, I will be seeing her back on campus, Avi, but her boyfriend graduated, so like I don't know how they're gonna make it work, but I hope like at least to me.
Oh yeah, you did tell me that he was going to school, right?
Yeah, he went. Like I never knew he existed until when he dated my friend. So I thought that he was in our age or at least younger than me because she's younger than me. But and then I was like thrown off when she told me like, no, he's 23. Oh no, not 23, 26. I was like, what? Like I mean, I'm not surprised that college has a lot of like age gaps.
Well, yeah.
But it's just like, but you're dating him.
Yeah.
And then apparently she told me their love story, like it's so romantic, and I'm like, yeah, it's cute and all, but like I don't know, like it's kind of not sus, but it's just kind of like, are you sure? Like, is he? Because as a 4A friend, I'm like, is he taking advantage of you? Is he like,
yeah?
What's his intentions of dating you? Like I'm more worried, like more than like you guys'
like,
happiness.
Cause like, I understand from as like a friend, how you're thinking, you're probably thinking of like, because it's such like a different, like, your mind at 26 is so much more mature than your mind at 19.
No, yeah. And then to hear that she wants to be treated like a princess and stuff, I'm like, I understand where you're coming from,
I
hun.
understand, but that's not gonna last, honey. Like, you're
Yeah.
gonna look back at your 19-year-old self and you're gonna cringe that you want to be pampered like a princess.
Yeah. Like, I believe that
Like,
you should
you
be
can
treated
be,
right.
yeah, you can be treated right, but like, not like to that extent.
Yeah, because like at that point, like, it's okay as so it's so interesting. Okay, like I'm trying to say like you can be treated like a queen no matter what, like, or like just the bare minimum.
Yeah.
But like you just gotta make sure like their intentions are just like actually with you, like not
Mhm.
not against you, not using you, not pitting you. It's more like I do this because I love you. Like
Mhm.
like I mean I'm not with the relationship 24/7. So every time there's a problem, she goes to me. So I'm like, all I see is the problem. You don't tell me like what's the good stuff. So when I tell her that you guys honestly should break up, she goes like, "Oh, I don't think I should." I'm like, then why ask me? Like, I only see the bad part because you keep going to me to ask for
Yeah.
advice. You only see what you see. I understand that, like, but I'm hearing what you're saying. Like, he's giving you the bare minimum. He doesn't text you while he's in New Jersey, and you said that like you guys had an argument one time, and then but she acknowledged her wrong self. She told me like one time she wanted to make some Easter basket for friends. Like she always does like these really cute like gift baskets where I was one of the people who got them.
Hmm.
And apparently she had a fight with her boyfriend because he didn't want to drive her to the Dollar Tree, and she got mad because she was like I want to go, but he was like I don't want to. Like he's setting a boundary, right? Like he's saying like I don't want to do it.
Understood.
Yeah, and then
Mhm.
she's like I want to do it. I don't care. It's not like she's saying I don't care that you don't want to do it. So he got mad saying like I don't want to say the real name, like Minnie. Like I'm gonna call them Mickey and Minnie.
Okay, yeah, that works.
So he was like, Minnie, I said I don't want to do it. That's final. And then Minnie got mad, and then Minnie was like, you don't love me. And then Mickey got upset. So he was just like, you
That's
can't
some
use that.
manipulation right there. Like, you don't love me. That's a
Yeah,
little bit manipulating.
she does not have a good relationship on love in general because they're very self-aware that their mother treats them differently because she's adopted and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Like her mom is white, so she herself is Asian,
Mm-hmm.
and her mom treats her like she's like a foreign object. It's so bad. Like she tells me, like one time she was trying to make up, right? Like the innocence, like, oh, why isn't my makeup turning out to look like these white YouTubers? And her mom straight up said like, oh, it's because your eyes are like so slanted, and then like not even like, oh, practice make perfect or anything. Her mom was just like, it's because you're Asian, you're adopted, your eyes are so small. And like she said that, like it's very like microaggression.
Why the fuck would she even adopt?
Sad. Like, if you're gonna adopt a kid, you must love the kid. You can't just point out the features like Maya, not Maya.
What
Sorry,
kind of
wrong
mom
person.
is that? What the fuck?
Yeah, and then Minnie was like wrong M name. So Minnie was like, Minnie was like, oh, I don't feel good about myself, and then I was like, that's so toxic. And then they said like, she said that her mom like told her like she points out like her futures, like because she's in an all white family household, and then she herself is like, you know, Asian. Then she's like, I don't feel like I'm in the right place and stuff like that. And then she told me that one time when she tried to do the smoky eye, because it used to be a trend in 2013, the smoky eye, she tried it and she said her mom came in and said, look like you got punched like a black guy. And she's like, your eyes don't match with that, you should not use it, or you should never do it. So me, aka the bestie, she during her and her boyfriend's 1 year like date, she asked me. She was very scared. She was really scared to ask me like, oh, can you help me do my makeup? Because she's like, you're like the only Asian that I know that does their makeup so pretty, and I want you to do that to me like on my special day. And I saw this as an honor. I was like, oh my god, thank you. Like, I'm so down to do that for you. So I like had to explain to her like the tips and tricks, and I told her that like some makeup eye style, yeah, it's not made for our Asian eyes, but doesn't mean that we can't use it. Like, you just gotta find different techniques to apply
Yeah,
it.
you gotta maneuver around
Exactly.
your eye shape.
And she was telling me like, cause she has a double eyelid, so I told her the secret, like double eyelids are really tricky to draw eyeliner. So I taught her the trick, and then I put like not a smoky eye color, cause I told her like black smoky eye color is really tricky. Like black color in general in a smoky form is hard. So I told her just use brown, because brown like looks good with our skin than like black.
Yep.
So she was like, oh, so she was like really happy that I was giving her makeup tips and stuff. And then afterwards, her boyfriend is so fucking nice. Mickey texted me in through DM. He says, thank you for making my girl so beautiful.
Wow.
Yes. I'm just like, oh my god. Okay, like that kind of win me over. I'm like, all right. This guy, him thanking me, DMing me, like that's kind of like, you have my respects, like through that.
Hello, our heart, Felix.
Yeah, like it felt good, because like I'm like, oh yeah, I did make your girlfriend happy. Like I'm happy that you're happy with her, you know.
That's
like
cool.
I just straight up told him like, just don't like, you know, mess around with her. I don't really want her to be heartbroken, because she's been through a lot like situationships, and it's bad. But she knows her self-worth though. She does leave them if it gets like not healthy. Because there's this guy that she was seeing though before she was dating her Mickey. This guy was like a gamer. He plays games all the time, and one time he texted her saying like, oh, can we hang out? And then she's like, oh yes, yeah, I would love to hang out. And then when she hangs out with him, he's just on his computer, and she's just like, okay, what are we gonna do? He's like, can you just watch me play games? And she was like, what? And he's like, yeah, we're gonna hang out, but you're gonna watch me play games. So she was like, yeah, no, I'm gonna dip. I'm not gonna waste my time with this guy. And then she's like, yeah, he clearly is not ready for a relationship, because like if you can't really like hang out with your like short-term girlfriend, well at the time they were trying to be long-term, just watch your partner play games while your partner's with you. It's kind of like defeats the purpose of like quality time, because her quality time means spending time with each other, not like electronically on the phone and stuff, like actually acknowledging each other's presence. And it's also the timing too, because it was like at 1 a.m. So she was expecting like, oh, maybe cuddles or something like that, but she didn't expect like him to be on his computer to play games with the boys. So she told me like it was not worth it, because I asked her like, oh, how was this guy, like how was Goofy? And then she was like, yeah, no, I cut off contact. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. She's like, no, he doesn't deserve me. I'm like, okay, I see, hype yourself up. But yeah, that's her situation. Like I'm happy that her and her boyfriend right now is okay. Like he does has my respects here and there. Like he didn't need to text me in DM saying like, oh, like, or to thank me. Her being happy is already enough for me. But like for the boyfriend to text me, I'm like, okay, you personally thanking me, like that's actually cool. Like he's so like, it's such a 26-year-old thing. I think like it's like I never had like someone thanking me making their girlfriend happy or something like that. But
I mean, not gonna lie, that's Linda's boyfriend.
Oh really?
I told you about like he reached out to me for their 1 month like gift.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, but it's probably because like I've known her for so long.
Yeah.
So that's why he reached out to me for like
smart choice.
Yeah. But I think it could be just the 26-year-old mindset thing.
Today's lesson is 26-year-olds.
Are very they're very much mature and they have a different mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like
It's really nice though. Like I'm happy that at least I feel like I don't know, I don't really believe like opposite attracts or whatever, but she's definitely like the young height spirited and he's like the old spirited and wise patient guy. But when she telling me like about what he said to her during the card ride about like between those two issues, she was like, it's kind of weird that like girls leave him. He's so perfect, yada yada. I'm like, I don't know, man. From an outside perspective, sounds a little bit red flag if girls have to leave him.
So I have a different opinion about that. It might not be a red flag. It might be because they figure out that he's a different vibe compared
that is
to
true
them.
too.
So it would make sense why they would leave him. Maybe he's just originally just like more low energy and like doesn't want to like go out as much, whereas the girls that he's dated in the past are like, come on, let's go out, you know?
That's true. I think that could be it too.
Yeah.
He could have been like,
so that's why it makes sense his response to her, like, if I understand if you want to break up with me because of this issue, all that other stuff, you know?
yeah,
It
and
would
she
make
didn't give up on
sense.
him.
Yeah. So
It's
which
very
is
nice.
cool.
Like that's a good point of view too. Because I know that like maybe the girls that he dated were like very like I'm not gonna be young forever mindset, I think.
Yeah.
And then now he has a chance that he has an actual girlfriend that's pretty young. He can give her what she couldn't give, you know? Like with a better attitude, better ways to show than like instead of having a girl to leave him, you know?
Probably just a bit more communication for sure to figure things out, because the high maintenance thing, it's not a huge issue, but like it will become a bigger issue if it doesn't get fixed. Like from
even she
like
said
a very third party perspective, like it's a different point of view from me.
Yeah. Cause like I just hope they're okay. I mean, I don't want him to break her heart. You know, that's the situation.
I do hope
But
that
I
he's
feel
not
like
like terrible or anything.
I don't think so.
Cause like from hearing from you, like he seems like a pretty good guy.
Yeah. What won me over was just him saying thank you for making my girl happy. I was like, whoa. It's like,
I mean,
bro.
understanding from what she's dealt with growing up, that is...
Yeah. It's tough. Like, to have a mom to say, like, oh, yeah, you can't really do this because you're Asian. That's wild.
Then why the fuck did you even adopt a kid in the first place? You're gonna make fun of her for her race.
I have no clue, dude. That's why I'm like...
What kind of messed up, like, mindset do you have?
I asked her, like, how do you feel? She was just like, you kind of get used to it. That's actually, like, a sign of sad.
No, that... You don't get used to it. That is just suppressing... You are just suppressing trauma right there.
Yeah. I was surprised when she said that. I was like, are you actually okay? Like, can we actually talk about this?
Just like, girl, you need to talk things out, because that's not okay to treat how your mom talks to you. That's not okay.
She's in therapy too, and I'm like, I hope your therapist know about this. Like, I'm not your therapist, but like, I'm gonna be a good friend.
This is not okay. That is not okay behavior from the mom.
The sister too, because her sister said like, oh, like when she was trying to smoky eye, her sister's like, you don't have the eyes for it. And she was like, oh, why can't I be like you? Like, cause she at the time she couldn't understand like it's genetics kind of thing, cause like she's Asian and they're white. her sister's like, we're just not really sisters. We don't have the same eyes. And then I don't know, man. Like I was like, that's kind of weird, man.
Way to point
like,
it out, I guess.
yeah.
But like,
I don't know.
mean, as
about
a sister, you could always just like help scour the internet for like tutorials on Asian eyes.
Yeah, that's a good sister behavior too. Like that's why when not Maya, I keep saying Maya. Minnie was like, oh, you're like a sister I never had, an actual Asian sister. I was like, that's a strange way to say, but I understand from your background. I will just kind of like, you know, not ruin the moment kind of thing. But she one time told me, like I'm her, like the most Asian friend she had, and I'm like, what do you mean by Asian? And she was like, just someone that looks Asian, and I'm like, because she grew from a white community. Like it was so bizarre. When you first meet her, you would think that she's like noxious, but then you learn about her, you're like, she's not obnoxious. She just doesn't know. Like, just very blunt. She's very blunt.
So she talks like a white person would talk.
Yeah, basically, actually, just Asian skin with a white mind, like
a white mindset, because that's how they grew up.
She doesn't know much Asian food too. Like when we were trying, like,
oh god,
like yeah, we were trying this certain fried rice. I think it's like chow mein, and then she was like chow mein, and I was like,
bruh.
She's like, it's so good. I like this chow mein, and I was like,
oh god.
Yeah, I was like, Maya, you wanna try to say chow mein? And then she's like, chow mein? I was like, no, chow mein. She's like, chow mein.
God.
She had a strong American accent, and then she was like, I don't get the hype of bubble tea. I'm like, understandable. Not a lot of Asian like it, but she was just like, it just tastes like a smoothie, and I'm like,
what? No, what?
A smoothie?
You're telling me this is smoothie texture? Tastes like a smoothie? Oh boy. Right now I can't even have boba, but I'm like, as a boba drinker in the past, like, that shit does not taste like a smoothie. I've had I've had slushy bobas before. Those are even different too.
Yeah.
But like,
it was wild
smoothie?
to me.
Bruh.
Yeah. I swear, like, in my head, I was like, she has to be a social experiment.
Yeah.
Like, it was so weird.
I mean,
like,
I know. Okay, so like back in elementary school, I remember I worked with a girl. Like, she sat right next to me during like class, and I like got to talk with her. So she was born in China, but she was adopted into America by white parents. Her and her sister, actually. So her sister is also Chinese as well. So they basically grew up, I guess, white. But because, you know, they live in the town that we live in, like, she has at least have been exposed to like Asian culture a little bit.
Yeah.
But she's still like pretty like white.
Oh god.
When it comes to like talking about things. So I was just like, huh, interesting.
It makes me think like,
yeah,
like you have like Sally, she had like the opportunity, you know, but then in the case Minnie, she didn't really. She lived like in the most white town that's like near us. And then she told me like how much she wants to learn the Asian culture so bad. Like she was just like, I don't feel belonged in the white, but also not in the Asians. She's just in between.
You know, that's
it's
how
like,
I feel though. Even as like someone that was raised in an Asian household, I feel like I'm like somewhere like in the middle. I don't like fit into like Asian, but then I also don't feel like I fit into like the American culture.
Right.
I'm like somewhere in the middle. I'm like a mix.
I identify as Asian, like in my culture, because I find it more important in my roots than where I am from.
I mean,
Like,
I
I mean,
probably
well,
lean more towards the Asian side, but
mm,
like when it comes to like visiting, like back in China, like I feel like I'm out of place when I visit, because I'm like, I feel like a whole foreigner, despite the fact that my face looks like them. I still feel like a foreigner.
I feel the same way. Like,
It's just
I
like,
think when I went, because like I'm trying to think like what when I went. Well, I haven't been to China yet, but I went to San Francisco, like in the Chinatown district area.
mhm.
Like, especially like New York. I think in Chinatown, when you just kind of like, I don't feel like I'm in that situation too. Like, I don't feel as connected as I thought. Like, I remember going to a supermarket, and then you know how your mom will bump into their friends and they talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, so it was that kind of situation where they just
Mhm.
started talking, and then my mom explains to them like, oh yeah, no, Jelly doesn't speak like good Mandarin, and they're like, oh why? Like you Americanize her, and I'm like,
It's not that
not
weird.
really.
It's just the American education system doing its thing.
Yeah, I'm like, I wish I learned. Just don't, please don't be mean. But it's cool to see like maybe like a glimpse of like what if I was like rooted in China or something like that. But Chinatown is definitely not the same vibe.
Actually, I almost was rooted in China.
That's wild.
My mom was gonna send me off to China and be raised by my grandparents.
That's wild.
Yeah, but then she didn't have the heart to send me away.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah.
God damn, I cannot imagine the actual Asian Joanna coming back.
Just
Like,
imagine, just the Mandarin Riz, the Cantonese Riz.
oh my god.
I think I would have been more. I probably would have been more like fluent in those languages.
I felt that. Be like, 大家好，我是 Joanna.
I don't think I would have called myself Joanna. Like
Oh.
I would have known that I had an English name, but I probably would have went by my Chinese name.
Oh snap.
You know, think about it. Like at that time, my grandparents still called me by my Chinese name. So like if I were to have been sent back, they would have just called me by my Chinese name.
Then it would have been like,
I would have responded to the Chinese name, not the English name. So if I did come back by like, I don't know, in the middle of elementary school, right?
yeah.
Like, and my mom starts, you know, calling me by my English name, it would have been a weird thing.
That's wild.
But I had
like,
the opposite thing though. So like my grandparents came over here like to live here permanently when I was like 6 or 7 years old. They came over here to live permanently. Like so that like my grandma and grandpa can like raise both me and my brother, because like my parents needed help, you know, taking care of the kids, especially 2 kids. So they just became our babysitters, but like they lived with us, so they didn't have to travel or anything. At first, they called us by our Chinese names, because that's how they've known us in China, like by our Chinese names. But like they had to like get used to like calling us by our English names, so now they just call us by our English names. It's just natural for them. It just rolls off the tongue. Hey Joanna. Hey Steven.
That's so funny though. Just I don't think I can imagine the AU of Joanna. Chinese Joanna.
Yeah. It's like
I think you'll be playing League of Legends hardcore.
I don't think. No, I would not see myself as a elite person, even.
But it was like it's so popular in China, but then it became limitation of like access games.
Well, yeah. I think I probably would have been just really good at studies. A lot better at studying.
You're like, take that, Steven! Oh my
I
goodness.
actually don't know if Steven would have happened. If I mean, like, if it was like a whole different like parallel, you know? If I were to go to China, I don't think my parents would have wanted to have another child if I was sent over back to China.
Oh my god, Steven needs to thank you.
Yeah.
Or blame. He would have been like, why? Why?
No, for me, I'm just like, why a brother? Why not a sister?
Yeah, that's understandable.
My mom's like, you clearly said you wanted a brother, so here's a brother. And I'm like, when did I say that?
Like, don't gaslight me, mother. I do not need this.
It's like, I don't remember ever saying I wanted a brother.
You get what you get, and you don't get upset.
For real, I actually don't. I can't get upset with a baby brother.
You're like, a baby is a baby.
I mean, I had to deal with his shenanigans when he was a baby.
Aw, like what? Like,
Baldness from me.
damn.
He pulled my hair a lot.
Jesus.
Chunks of hair. My
How's
mom
your hair now?
Oh, my hair is fine now.
Oh, that's good.
More luscious than ever.
It's because he needed to pull on the sculpt to get the blood flowing.
But if I do have some bald spots, I just blame him.
Yeah, I would too if I had like a brother did that to my hair.
It's like, oh, I feel a bald spot. I blame you, Steven, for pulling my hair when you were a wee baby.
Baby's grip are like strong as fuck.
For real. So that's why my mom ended up just cutting my hair short.
Aw.
So that he doesn't have a grip on my hair.
The mighty grip.
The mighty grip of a baby.
Baby's grips are obviously strong. Like, have you seen that one?
Honestly, if I were to have a baby of my own, my god, I would immediately just cut my hair short so that I don't lose my hair.
Yeah.
It's like, lesson learned.
Oh my god.
Do not have
wanna-
long hair.
Baby equals long hair equals no.
Or like at least put it up in like a ponytail or like a bun.
Yeah.
Oi.
Babies are funny. I love the topics, just like random topics.
Oh, we are very random. Honestly,
Yeah,
we're probably trying to avoid like the terrible shit.
I think so. I think because the titles are so heavy. We can always like do one like that's like we can do like one that's really triggering. Like before we do a live, we like send like a warning sign. Like warning, this will have like trigger warnings. Maybe.
Yeah, just like give like a heads up, probably.
Yeah, I didn't think Am I the Devil is like actually Am I the actual devil?
No, they're already the devil. For the most part.
It's so interesting to see what Reddit has in general. Like, I didn't think they would have everything until now. I'm learning like Reddit culture.
They have all sorts of people.
Yeah, a lot of stories and different subjects too.
Mm-hmm.
So cool. Like learning a lot of things. I feel like no parent should just, you know, prefer the other one. But the boundary thingy though, like to original,
I feel like I understand from the boyfriend's perspective of setting boundaries, but at the same time he needs to control his temper on how.
He definitely needs to do that.
Because I'm
and
assuming
also just...
from her reaction, from the girlfriend's reaction, she might have dealt with some trauma there. There's no way you would immediately have that reaction.
He's like, get out.
She
Like,
definitely,
I don't want to deal with this.
She definitely has had some trauma.
Or some experiences. That would make sense too. Like she went through enough where she's like, yeah, I'm not gonna go through this again.
Mm-hmm.
Which is good for her, because she knows that, like, this is not healthy, like, straight up.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, she's sick. I understand, like, you want to be pampered by your boyfriend, but he sounds like he was busy. But then, also not. But he already had plans. I feel like, since, like, it's like a usual thing. He goes to hers, and then he goes back to his parents.
Mm-hmm.
But if I was a boyfriend, if I know my girlfriend's sick, I wouldn't mind changing, like, that 1 week just for her, you know? Like, sick is not gonna be, like a month. It's just gonna be, like, just a few days. Like, a week at least.
Honestly, I understand why she would want cuddles, but at the same time, I'm like, if I was the boyfriend, I was like, I don't want to get sick from cuddles.
That's true too. That's true too.
It's like, and we don't know what kind, like, how sick she is.
I'm assuming it's just a common cold. I don't mind
Yeah,
catching
but I
it.
also don't want to. And personally, I would not want to catch a common cold, because that shit's terrible. I mean, for me, it's like I just get really bad coughs from a common cold. But if my boyfriend were to get the common cold, he goes through a whole different sort of, like, symptoms. But he recovers a lot faster than me.
Oh.
Yeah, when it comes to common colds. Because I remember this. There was one, we were freshmen in college, and it was our first semester. So we had, like, the same exact classes as freshmen for the first semester. And we had this math class that we went together, and he messaged me that he's not gonna come into class because he was really sick. So I was like, oh, are you okay? And all that other stuff. And, like, at that time, the professor actually was gonna give out, like, a study guide for our exam. So I just, like, grabbed a copy for him. And I just, like, delivered it to his house, and he was really sick. Like, he had, like,
oh god,
he was just like, it was a common cold, but he was pretty sick. I was like, yo, are you okay, dude? Like, he was bundled up in a blanket when he opened up the door, and it's like, delivery, study guide for the exam. Good luck.
Wait, how did you catch it? Is it just because
No, I didn't catch it. No.
Oh, you didn't? Okay.
I didn't catch it, but, like, it's just like we just have different experiences when it comes to common colds. He gets, like, chills and stuff and, like, body ache, so he just stays in bed for, like, a good 1 day. And then the next day he's kind of okay, but then by, like, the 3rd day, he seems like he's fine. I'm just like, yo, what the fuck is this? For me, I don't get chills or body aches, but I just get terrible coughs. And I sound like I have terrible coughs for, like, weeks.
God, I felt that too. one time that I had that sore throat, it changes my voice like insane.
Oh yeah. It's terrible.
It's so bad. I sound like I smoked like 3 packs a day.
So I literally had to like pop in like a cough drop.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, well.
It's like, don't.
God, I don't remember how I sound like, but I remember my voice was so scratchy. Like I would have voice cracks. Like a pubescent boy going through puberty. That's such a memory. That was like what, 3 months ago? Or 4 months?
My worst one was actually earlier this year though. It wasn't even a common cold. I think it was like a sinus infection.
Oh god, that's not it.
Yeah, cause like I figured out something was a lot different because like my upper jaw was like kind of like sore.
Yeah.
Now I'm assuming it was just like, oh, maybe it's just from being sick and stuff. But then like I searched it, I was like, no, it's connected with a sinus infection. And like my mom ended up just like, it's like, okay, you probably have like a nasty infection. And yeah, and I'm just like,
Oh, it's like, oh, what do I do?
Because it was definitely a lot different from how I was usually sick. I had like a fever for like 2 days. Not terrible fevers, but like sick enough to like can't go to work for 2 days. And then like my coughs were like pretty bad. To the point that like I had so much mucus in my throat that I could not talk at all. And I had to
those
survive.
are the worst.
Yeah, and I had to survive on cough drops in order to try to be able to talk. In that time, I was working at the job that I work right now, and also a part-time job on the weekends. So I was just busy 7 days a week. All the time.
Non-stop.
So like, it's not like I could have called in sick to the retail job, but like, I just wanted to like, I was like, I mean, I feel fine, like my body does not ache, it's just the throat thing. It's just, as long as I just keep the talking to a minimum, I should be fine. And at first, it was fine. And then like as I talked, you know, because I was cashiering, it got worse within an hour of my shift. And like everyone could hear like how my voice drastically changed to the point that like I sounded like a mouse. Like you could barely hear me. Yeah.
It's not a face, mom.
Yeah. Like the worst thing is I had to like help out at like the jewelry area because the person that was in for jewelry called out, so I had to like the cuz like it's broken up into like shifts are broken up, so like the morning person left, so like the afternoon no one was there, so like they put me on jewelry because I've done jewelry a couple of times. So I ended up being moved to there for like the rest of my shift, and that only lasted for only an hour. Which is a good thing because like jewelry, you have to talk a lot when it comes to like the customers that need to look at jewelry.
Right, because you have to like take it out and then show it them.
So like, oh man. So like there was this particular, thank God, this lady was super nice. She was really patient with me. She was actually more concerned for me. It was like, are you okay? like, you
Aw.
don't sound great. And I was like, I just have a really bad cough.
At least she's very acknowledgeable.
Yeah, it was like, I'll try to not make you talk as much. And he was like, oh no, it's okay.
It's like, please, this is my job.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, so
But
nice.
So thank God, she was really nice.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. But like, at that point, I was just like, okay, I don't think I can make it on Sunday.
Yeah, because like that's already your limit.
Yeah, it's like I don't think I can make it the next day. So I like had to, like, once my shift ended and like I had to like walk on over to the front to like, you know, say my goodbyes to the managers and stuff.
Yeah.
And like I asked my manager if like I could like call in sick tomorrow, and she's like, yeah, you just have to remember to call in sick in the morning.
Yeah.
And I was like, alright. And she's like, I hope you feel better. And I was like, thank you.
That's so cute. That's
she was
same
really
thing
nice.
with, like,
Except like
uh-huh.
that manager, she left after like 2 months to the location closer to us, to where we live, actually.
Mm-hmm.
So I possibly could actually see her if I were to shop at the retail store in our town.
You should. Just say hi and be like, it's been a while.
I actually don't know.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, it has been like a long time. Like, she left a little bit after New Year's to transfer.
I just realized my dog was circling around my laundry just because he is trying to mark his spot in my clothes.
Oh.
That's so cute.
Oh.
I can't. Like, it's cute. He's trying to, like, I know he's trying to be like, oh, this is my mom's clothes, but I must mark it. Like, not like peeing. It's just like, the dog,
Snuggle.
how dogs, like, kind of snuggling. It's like they walk in circles in one spot to make themselves comfortable, but also claim it like, this is my spot.
Toki, those are her clothes.
Yeah. He can't find a spot to sit. He has 2 spots. He's like, okay, I look up, he's in like the right side, and then I look at you, and then you're talking, and I decide to look at him again. He's on the right side. You know, like, what? He needs to choose a side.
Choose a side.
Yeah, choose one, Toki. Be comfortable. But I do love managers. Managers are the best. Like, I have a manager who acts like my dad, like work dad kind of thing. Because there are certain times where, not like all the time, but there are guys who will hit on me, and when he's there, he's like, she's not available, and he like does a snap.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, he's the goat. He's literally the goat, you know. And then I told him, like, recently he asked me like, is there any guys chasing after me? I was just like, yeah, I just had that one guy friend. So I told him the situation, and then he was just like, if he breaks your heart, I'll break his face. I was like, oh. I didn't say it. Yeah, and he was like, cause he also a hater of my exes too. He met my recent one before. So he was like, yeah, and he knew that I was so sad. He was like, you're doing better, you're growing, and then that's why he was like, if this guy breaks your heart, I'm gonna break his face. I was like, all right, I'll pass the message down. Like, he's from New York too, so he's not kidding. He's like from the Bronx, New York.
Honestly, I would do the same. I would throw hands as well.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't want. He also mentioned like how I was so down. Like he doesn't want to see me like that, and he said that like I'm one of those like awesome people that he loves going to work to see. So he was like, I don't want to see you in pain again. I'm like, aw, man, like, manager, you gotta make me cry.
I actually don't care about throwing hands. for her.
Yeah.
Because I literally actually gave the warning to Linda's boyfriend.
I remember
Last
you told me
year.
that.
He's like, hey, if you break her heart, I'll break you.
That's the same energy of my manager. He was like, I'll break him, like I'll break his face, and I was like, God damn, like, okay, like it's reassuring to know that like everyone got my back. Ding.
If my heart ever gets broken,
oh, I'm fighting. I'm fighting.
I mean, I would be sad, but also really just mad, and
yeah,
I would fight too.
Yeah. Like you spend so much time with the memories. I would never recommend heartbreaks to anyone. It hurts like shit. But I'm over it. I'm actually pretty good now. I'm like, I was laughing at myself.
You know what's interesting though? Speaking of your recent ex, I saw his cousin's story. Actually, no. His cousin didn't post a story. But his friends posted a story about the cousin. He recently got engaged. His cousin got engaged. The really successful one.
Oh, congrats on his end.
I was just like, yo, that's sick.
I met his fiance before. No, not his fiance. Yeah, they both deserve it.
They're so cool.
Yes. I will congrats on his end. I'm so happy for him.
Yeah, I was like, oh, what? Yeah,
no wonder he.
That's so cool though.
Oh, congrats on him! I'm so happy. I want the best for him. Only.
I'm so surprised that like the friends that he have are still like the same guys that they've hung out together in high school.
It's called
that's a really good group of like guy friends there to stick together like that. Like I saw the picture and I was like, wait, they all look so familiar.
They're gonna be groomsmen, hands down.
100%, they have to be groomsmen.
I will say, like, my ex, which is his cousin, does not have any good friends. Like, he has no friends.
See, that's the difference between how you're raised, probably.
It is.
Because I'm assuming his cousin was raised a lot differently, and that's why he's like a lot more successful, a gentleman, super friendly, outgoing.
A leader.
Yeah, hell a leader, man.
And I dated a loser, a fucking loser. Like, oh my god, I was engaged to a fucking loser. But you know what's funny? You know what's funny? The cousin announced he's engaged, but mine was a secret.
Yeah, they had a party. They had an engagement party.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, that's why the friends posted like a story pic.
That's so cute.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I'm so happy for him. He deserves it. But like, fuck my ex though. Like, I don't think he deserves anything. Like, I'm on the goal to be feeling indifferent, but for now, I'll embrace the hate.
Man, his family is so fucking petty.
No, for real.
Him and his family are just so damn petty.
You know, it makes so much sense of where you grew up. Like, from all the shit that, like, my ex told me about his family issues, his families are not normal. Like, his mom and dad, like, shut him out, like, a lot. Like, he told me that they always leave him, like, he's not allowed to hang out with anyone. He's not allowed to go outside. But as he go older, though,
yo, that sounds like me, though.
Yeah,
I got shut out from being able to hang out with people much.
But you didn't take it as, like, a negative way, though. Unless you did, but how he took it, he was like,
oh, it's internalized. But, like, I had to, like, actually, like, say that to my mom, like, this is not fair. Like, I'm now an adult and I still can't be able to like go out. Like I will tell you, like, why should I need your permission to go somewhere?
There's a thing though, like
I will tell you where I'm going, but like permission stuff is like I'm adult now. Like I should be able to go to places with my friends.
Right.
Without needing to ask.
Right.
But I will tell you where I'm going.
There are some, I don't know, like what he told me was like he's always scared to talk to his parents, like because his dad has anger issues.
I guess
and
that's,
his mom.
That's a factor.
That's true, and so he became more timid and like very soft spoken. So he becomes the mama's boy because she was more understanding about him and stuff. And now I think about it, yeah, like his whole family's toxic. Like even the mother, like yeah, no matter how much like she was nice to me, now like after the relationship, I think about it, I'm like she is slightly toxic. She did want me to become Catholic, and like my ex tried to push that onto me, and then I got mad at him once, and then he stopped. This crazy
like,
stuff.
no
like,
offense to like Catholics there, but like
it's not my religion.
Yeah,
so please don't push it. Especially like in-laws. That's so weird. In-laws.
I don't know. That's the weird thing. That's so weird, man.
When I told her that like my dad used to be Catholic, because apparently my dad's background, like he was Catholic, but he converted to Buddha. So when I told that to my ex's mother, you see, like, oh my god, I swear I will never forget her expression. She was so happy. Like, her eyes lit up, and she was like, oh my goodness, I'm so happy that your dad used to be Catholic. And I was like,
bro.
Like, at the time, I was like, oh, that's cute. But then now I'm looking at it, I'm like, you only care because he was Catholic.
Dude.
Like, not much. And then my dad was telling me, like, how... Like, my dad and my mom were they made the first move to share our food with them. Like, my parents will make, like, a lot of, like, moringa, urakasue, which is, like, two popular Burmese soup. And they offered it to Vince's parents. And then it became, like, a whole, like, oh, whatever they make, they give it back to us. What we make, we give it to them. Like, back and forth. Like, my parents were the first people to make the move. Oh, hello! Thank you for the follow, Primo Toucan.
I thought you were about to say Primo Gems.
Primo Gems. Get Primo Gems! Hello, welcome to the podcast. At first we were talking about Reddit, but we just kind of like, talk about,
pretty off topic.
Am I the Devil? Yeah, we're out of topic, but we want to do a next, podcast with Trigger, because like, some of the titles are really, like, triggering.
So far we haven't came across with triggering stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Right now it's like the mild version.
Yeah, pretty mild. It's not too bad.
We're just talking about like personal experiences, like through this Reddit post where the boyfriend who's 60, not 60. Oh no.
26, girlfriend 19.
Yeah. Oh, we're good. How are you? I hope you guys are okay. But yeah, I don't condone forced religion's beliefs onto someone else. Like, there's so much red flags. Like, one, it could have been because like I'm not the same religion, so I don't see eye to eye with them. That could have caused like tension already. And plus, like, my ex was dating a non-Vietnamese person like twice.
You're also a part of the community as well.
Oh, they don't know about that.
Yeah.
Unless maybe by now my ex could have already told them, like, oh yeah, they are.
By the way, she's Pan, and then they're gonna be like, oh my god.
Yeah. Oh no, they don't speak Spanish. They speak Vietnamese.
they would have been like, oh my god, of course she's pan.
Yeah, and then they
And
will
then
blame my
just like,
sexuality for like as like a mental illness thing because
oh,
he told me once that like he think their parents think like it's more like they he claims that they're respectful on sexuality, but it's more like if it's not my kid or someone my kid dates.
I mean, for me, my mom is like,
Oh, sorry, I turned off the Twitch, not Twitch, the Twitch integrative because it makes the sound. So for our podcast, we do record them just to prevent the noises. But yeah.
For my mom, she's on the, it's like, she can be conservative at times. So like, I've like tried to open up topics with her about like the possibility of like, what if your kids were to be like, I don't know, in the community, you know? It's like, would you still accept them and all that other stuff? I mean, I know that I am straight, so like, she doesn't have to worry about that. But like, my brother, still like, you know, probably exploring, figuring himself out.
Yeah.
So I was just like, what happens if Steven, you know, comes out to you with like this news of his sexuality? Would you still accept him? And she's like, yeah, I would. And all that other stuff. And I'm like, okay. Good to know. Better keep your word. Because I have that in my memory right now. Because if if you don't keep your word, Mom, I'm gonna start recording our conversations.
Yeah.
To make sure it's on the record. But yeah, I've never had that talk with my dad though. It's a lot harder to talk in full Cantonese when it comes to these terminology. Because it'll be hard to explain like the different sexualities there are in the community. So it's just like, yeah, it would be a lot harder to explain to my dad.
I try to explain my parents about like what pansexual was. Like they already know what bisexual is because I dated a bisexual. Yeah, by yourself. But I dated a bisexual ex, my second one. So my parents always put like weird thoughts into my head, like saying like my parents are so weird. I don't know why. They were like, one day he's gonna leave you for a man, and I was like,
that is possible.
That's possible, but like I don't need that. Like,
like the same can happen with your daughter too. Your daughter can just go away.
That's true. They don't know though. It was kind of funny because I was like, why man? They're like, my dad was like, you never know. He never dated a man, right? I was like, yeah, he never dated a man. So my dad's like, curiosity will kill the cat and ruin a relationship. I was like, Dad, that's a little like that's a little too far, too deep into the imagining scenario.
Boy.
Oh, hi Kuma! Welcome back, my child.
Oh yeah, Kuma.
Oh yes. Today I only have veggies and rice. I do not have any chicken.
Yo, that's right.
Oh really?
I mean, that's my diet for like the past couple of weeks, just veggies and rice.
Oh, what veggie did you eat? Cucumber?
That depends on the vegetable that my mom makes from the garden.
Homegrown?
Yeah.
Slay.
So whatever she picked, I just eat.
That's good. That's good. I forgot what we were talking about before the food.
The whole parents and
Oh
think-
yeah. My parents do not know that I'm pans. Like,
Mhm.
I try to explain the definition of pans. I was like, it's like bisexual, but no limit, like of identity. And then my
Okay.
parents were like, so pansexual person can date a transgender? I was like, yes.
Yes.
And then my parents were like, so they can date other like sexualities? I was like, yeah, they can. Like whatever you
assuming
identify.
bisexual can also date a trans as well.
Yeah, they can.
Yeah.
There's no limit to it. Like pansexual like lies under the bisexual umbrella.
Oh yeah, you
That's
can.
kind of. It gets too much into it. Like I remember, there's another one too. There's like you can be bisexual, but you can lean towards like a certain gender more.
Mm.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
And then I also heard like energies too. Like you may be bisexual,
Energies.
but like this is an interesting part where they're like you can be bisexual, but you're like you have certain types. Like you like masculine guys, and then you like feminine girls. Yeah. And then another one's like, oh, you can like feminine guys, but then you like masculine girls. Kind of bisexual.
Okay.
Yeah, it gets really much more complex.
That I get.
Yeah, I was literally talking to my friend today. I was just like, am I into feminine guys? Because I have no idea. And then he was like, no, you're really into like masculine guys. And I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. And I just carry on with my day. I was trying to figure out what my type is, right? I was just like, I was looking, there was like a cute guy on TikTok, and he was like my definite type. But he didn't look masculine, but he didn't look feminine. He just looks kind of like normal. Like, you know, the fluffy black hair. Like, not skinny, but not buff built. And, just kind of like good outfit. Just kind of like just a normal Korean looking guy, I think. He's not Korean, but like, imagine a Korean actor.
Okay, I see.
With streetwear outfit.
Yeah, streetwear.
Yeah, so I was like, is that masculine? It's not really masculine. It's just such a vibe. I do like built guys where it's like, shoulders, abs, like, you know, the typical like, oh, really strong fit guys, sculpted guys.
I mean, I would like that too. I would like that too.
Yeah, see, you get what I mean. So we can relate. Like those are like the
not
KOs.
too built. Like they got some like definition in their, you know, in their arms.
Ah, yes, enough for them to create a
and
V
like
line.
the abs don't have to be like chocolate abs. It's like they just have to be like, you know, a little visible there.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be like super intense.
Mine would be like midway, like where you can see the little, like the ridges, like the shit. Yeah. Not as like Baki the anime, like, or JoJo's like before part 4, like part 1 to 3, like the abs are sculpted. Even if you're wearing a compressed shirt, you can see it. Oh, thank you for the follow, Pan Rankyu. I hope I'm saying it right. Hello, welcome. Perfect timing. We're talking about ideal types. We're talking about the physical appearance. Like finally, Kuma says this is a very interesting conversation, lol.
I mean, it is interesting. To talk about ideal types and stuff.
Yeah. Oh my god, also when guys have piercings.
Yes.
It's so cute. Someone said my name right. Oh, Pan Rankyu?
Nice.
I hope I said it right. Like, that'll be an achievement. I usually don't. Piercings are always the best. I think it's cool and hot when a guy has more than one piercings.
I do like piercings.
They're so nice.
Piercings do look nice.
Oh, people call you pan ranked? Oh. I can see it. Why? I can see why. Oh yeah, I'm Jelly. And right now the one with the purple hair, that's Joanna, aka K-pop lover fangirl.
Hello.
You can call me Jelly, and then you can call it Joanna.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you came and followed and come to our podcast. We were talking about Reddit, but we were gonna talk about like, am I the asshole? Not asshole. Am I the devil? But some of the titles are a little bit too rough. Who is a tiny person? That's Joanna.
Yes, I'm tiny person.
She's a K-pop CEO. That's so funny.
And I know
What
my
else?
voice does not sound like it matches up with the tiny vibe.
Nah, that's the best part.
But in real life, I'm actually not tiny.
Oh, we were reverse.
I'm actually the taller one.
I'm so tiny. Like, I'm usually the tiniest one. It's not easy. Let's see. Oh, what's your thoughts on like the V line on the guys, like under the abs? Oh, so Pan Ran Q said, I don't watch K-pop. I just randomly click on stream. Understandable. We're not talking about K-pop sometimes. We just talk about like anything.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like the title of like.
Oh
the
yeah, what's
podcast name.
Kpoppin? That's true.
That's just. I mean, that's a term that our friend made, and we just went with the flow, you know.
Yeah, because this originally is Joanna's podcast. I'm just like a feature for season 2. Because the season 1 used to be Joanna and Akiro, known as Akiro 2K VTuber.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, call you Pan. Okay, that makes it more better.
Pan.
Pan, yeah. Thank you again, Pan. Let's see. Yeah, we do occasionally talk about K-pop if it's like news and stuff that we catch up, because like I'm not really into K-pop as like knowing the news, like what's going on. Like occasionally I will know, and then we will like kind of have a discussion about it. But we do have like certain topics that we will like go deep into it. But there are filler talk conversations that we can go off courses.
I mean, like when we started our podcast, like the time, it was still Jungkook's birthday actually.
That's so cool.
Yeah, September 1st. It was Jungkook's birthday. Now it's September 2nd. I forgot. It's anyone's birthday. It's probably someone's birthday, but
That's cool. That's cool.
I have no clue.
Oh, it feels so weird, birthdays. Because my birthday is next month. That's weird.
My birthday's in 2 months.
Oh, yes! We gotta have like a birthday stream or podcast.
I'll see if I even can.
That's true. Like, at least at my work, when you get your birthday, when your birthday happens, you get to have a day off and get paid. Oh, thank you, Kuma.
Cool.
Kuma said happy early birthday, mother. Thank you, Kuma. Sending hearts. Thank you, my son.
Yeah, that's cool that they let you have a day off on your birthday. I worked on my birthday at the retail job I was at.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
They should not do that.
Yeah.
It was literally when I was looking at the calendar, my birthday ends it starts on weekend, which is Saturday. So I was like, oh snap, I work on Saturday, so I can take a day off. So then I'm planning to do a birthday stream on my actual birthday.
Ew, my birthday's on a Monday.
Oh, that hurts.
It's after Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's not very Thanksgiving, though.
It's the weekend after Thanksgiving. No.
That's horrible.
It's like coming back from like a long weekend. It's my birthday, but I'm coming back to work. Oh man.
Oh no, at least like I think your coworkers would be like, "Happy birthday."
Funny thing is, one of my coworkers does actually share a birthday with me.
Oh really?
He's like literally like my work dad. So
I love work dads. My manager's my work dad.
no, he's like literally his age is like could possibly just be my dad.
Oh yeah, that's right. The oldest one with experience.
He is not the oldest one. The boss is actually the oldest one.
Oh.
Yeah, the boss is like in his late 60s.
Oh, Pan asked, "What's the best sandwich?"
Best sandwich. I don't eat sandwiches much.
For me, it's banh mi, the Vietnamese sandwich.
Can I be just basic?
What would it be?
PB&J.
The classics, I would say. Mine
I
would be
like
banh mi.
PB&Js. Oh, first time chatter. Sneaky
Ooh.
Silk. Good morning or whatever applies. It's late in the night, actually.
It's still early in the morning.
Not early in the morning. It's late at night right now.
Oh.
It's 2
Pan says I'm a
a.m.
basic American. Nah, it's fine.
I mean, I'm hella basic. A PB&J sandwich.
I'm here with the banh mi, like the Asian cuisine of like the
Sneaky
Vietnamese
Silk
sub.
says just
Grilled
after
cheese
7
and ham. That sounds
a.m.
good.
Oh,
Grilled cheese and ham.
Oh, grilled cheese. Oh, I love grilled cheese. That's so good. Especially if you put like pepperoni in between it and just grill it. That shit's good.
That's me, but with spam and
Or
bacon.
like either it's salami or pepperoni. You just put it in between grilled cheese. That shit's good. But okay, Sneaky Silk said just after 7 a.m. here. Just woke up, lol. Damn. Ooh, spam is good too.
I was like, oh my god, spam, yes. Yeah, Kuma, I love spam.
Spam!
Spam is really good.
I've never put spam in a sandwich though.
Really?
No.
I put it in my egg sandwich.
Okay, that's reasonable. An egg sandwich, that is reasonable.
And then I put pickles in them. I love
Dude,
pickles.
all this stuff we're talking, I literally can't eat anymore.
Oh, when you get better, it always tastes good. Masubi is good. Very good.
I have no clue. Maybe I might actually have like GERD forever.
No. Also, bacon, egg, and cheese. That sounds so good.
That sounds so good, but also, god dang, cholesterol.
Yeah.
Especially with how my doctor talked to me. It was just like, okay, I'll eat less high caloric things.
Yeah. The sacrifice.
Oh, Sneaky Silk says, have fried pepperoni, then slap that under the cheese. Add a little crunch to said grilled cheese. Ooh, that sounds good. Yes.
When sandwiches makes the crunch, like the crispies.
Yes. The crunch.
That sounds so good right now. Food in general.
I mean, Sneaky Silk just started their day, so they're gonna probably make some breakfast.
My to-go drink is always tea.
Oh yeah, I love tea. Always tea.
And that's the tea. Oh god, it makes me want breakfast now.
Dude, my stomach is growling.
No.
Like, I can't eat right now. Stomach, you're gonna be upset if I eat. You will be upset if I eat right before I go to bed.
That was just not good. Don't lay down. Don't sit too early, I think, if you're digesting. At least to my mom and dad, they're like, you shouldn't eat a lot and then sit down.
No, you can stay seated, but just don't overeat. Like, keep it like around 80%. If you try to eat at a full, like, reach to your full potential of like 100%, you're not gonna feel good. It'll suck. Sneaky Silk says, finishing yesterday's beer, I'll look into food around 7 hours. Not had breakfast since 97? What? Huh? What? Like 9 o'clock to 7 p.m.? Like,
drinking after you
oh,
waking up?
1997. Huh?
Haven't drank since 1997?
No, they haven't had breakfast since 1997.
Oh!
Like they've had a routine of not eating breakfast. Yeah, that makes sense.
I lost eating breakfast since like elementary school.
You know,
I just eat whenever I feel.
I know
like
people that are not morning eaters as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of like that. I can't really eat anything until like maybe after like 9:30ish or like 10. That's when I can like eat stuff. My brother can't like eat anything right after he wakes up. He's gotta give it like a good like 2 hours after he's woken up to eat something. He never eats breakfast. He goes straight into like, yeah, I'll just run into lunch. But 7 hours. So you eat at like 12 p.m. But since 1997, well, that's before I was born.
Me too.
What the heck?
I was gonna say, like, I'm looking at the time because I have to work at like 3 p.m. I'm so sad. Weekend workers. Don't get a weekend shift. So sad.
What can you do?
Yeah. Gotta grind on the money, or life money.
You need some money.
Yeah. I think it's a good place to wrap it up after people talking about sandwiches. Like, it's so cute to see like which one's the best sandwiches and who likes what. It's cute. But thank you for coming to our podcast. Next week we'll talk about again more of the Am I the Devil, but this time it'll be a warning of trigger stuff. So if you want to come back next week, it'll be 11 to 11:30. Around there, we should like get ready by then.
Yeah.
Let's see, and it'll be EST time.
Yep, EST time.
Awesome.
Eastern Standard Time.
Eastern Standard Time, yeah. And so I hope all of you guys stay tuned and then wait for it next Friday. We always do podcasts on Fridays, but it's gonna change like this week. No, not this week. Next week maybe, because I'm also going back to school. That's wild.
I'm not going back to school. I'm actually just working a full-time job, so...
It's just me. Just Jelly.
Just Jelly. Jelly's the one that's only going back to school.
Yeah, academically grinding. But I
Get
can't
those
wait.
grades up.
Get those grades up. Yeah, yar. Very excited. Oh my goodness. But have a good night, everyone. At least in our time zone. But good morning to those who are waking up. Don't forget to stay hydrated. Don't forget to do things that you must do on your bucket list right now. That's the rule. You have to do at least something that you always want to do. Or just small achievement. One small achievement. Any small achievement from cleaning up your room or washing dishes. You deserve a good pat in the back. Alright, bye guys!
Good night. Or
Good
good
night.
morning.
Good morning.